Let's see. Shazam. Sorry, I got the sniffles. We are. Give me a half second here. Copy link. Oh, this is going to be horrible. Stream. Let me do a little bit of sharing. You know what? That's not where it's supposed to be either. Sorry, I'm behind. I don't know if I've done this right. Maybe I didn't. Be funny if I didn't. No, not boba. Well, if it's not here, then I won't share it. Maybe it's not here. Boba. Oh, there we go. Astro boy. Hey, Mama Lego. Come on, be good. Save. And let's just put this in a few spots. Because I know people are interested. Well, we're almost at 1,000 members for the Lego Club. I'm happy about that. Just totally cheating here. Just putting this in my groups. Because I did promise we would finish today. Wow, over 2,200 members for BrickLink. Happy. Ooh. Sorry. 9. All right. So let's see. We got the head here. Let's stand the body back up. Hopefully I didn't screw that up too much. And let's see. We'll move the cameras around. All right. We could probably make that zoomed in. How about that? Let's see how that goes. Now we need bag 9s. 9. Let's see, it's 10. That's 11. 10, 11. Okay. I'm going to put that there. There's Pantasy. Hey, Cabbage, how you doing? I was tempted to call you Captain Kobe. Let's see if I lower that ever so slightly. There we go. No, I don't like that. There. So yeah, we're going to finish this because in 2 hours I need to go back to storage. Because my mom should have her tires swapped by then. And then I'll have to put the tires back. The winters. We are, of course, gambling in Toronto that we're done with winter. Both me getting the bikes out and my mom swapping winters for summers. Look at all those solar parts. Loving that. So, yeah, my goal is, let's see how quick we can plow through some stuff here. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's evening for you, isn't it, Cabbage? What is it? It's almost 1 p.m. here in Toronto. Just had my breakfast 2 or 3 hours late. That's okay. Nice thing about the intermittent fasting, the longer I go, the better it is for me. Which one of these is the one I want? That's the one I want. And this rod, 4-length rod. Oh, we're looking at the back now, are we? Cool. Don't quite get that, but that's okay. This one is the one with a less intense angle. Again, a 4-length rod. And that one appears to be going here. So are they meant to touch? I guess they are meant to touch. Hopefully I don't get too hot. I forgot to turn my fan on. 3-length rod, T-pipe, and one more joint. Let's see. Hopefully I don't get too sniffly. I got all my cameras running, background camera running. Interesting. So I'm not 100% clear where this one is supposed to be connecting to. Really? Okay, they all kind of come to a point. Silver wheel, gray Technic pin. They're the same both ways. Oh, almost lost it. All right, so they do. That's correct. So dark blue studs. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's a little warm under my lights. 2 wrenches. Really? All right. End to end. Oh, slick. Really? I'm just constantly amazed at these little touches. Looks good. Looks really good. Presumably the red ones, 2 Technic gray half pins. One of these gold pieces and 2 of these kind of R2-D2 bodies, or half. Two pins that way. Ozzy Adams, Shazam. I want to say, oh no, it's going to be this blue. Or is it kind of a gray? Kind of a gray. Top, bottom, one on top. So this becoming part of the brain here, I guess. Silver plate. 2 more cylinders. And let's not leave that up all day. And 2 more bluish, blue-gray studs. Yeah, we're about 2 hours time, assuming my mom's mechanic is finished. I will head back up north to where we have our storage. And lift all the tires out of my mom's SUV. Let's see. Another stud. I know everyone was eager last night for me to finish. I'm sorry. But despite everything I'm doing, yeah, my hip still does not allow me to sit very long. Boy, look at that, eh? Look how shiny that is. If I do like that, it's just totally reflective for you guys. Let's see. Gold and another bluish piece. Nice. Another cylinder, another gold piece, and probably one of the last of these. Blue-gray bits. Ooh, way up there. All right, take it easy, Eileen. All right, take it easy, Eileen. Oh, you'll have to turn down your speaker. Otherwise, it'll keep feeding back through. How you doing, Ken?
Good. Just taking a break from work.
From what work? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
School. Got a bunch of
nice.
I'm doing. Well, but the room's almost back together.
The red room?
Yeah. Let's see. Here.
See, I would love to paint a room like really bright colors, and I can call it the red room, the blue room, the green room. It'll never happen here, though. I mean, it's all either white. Like I did kind of a bright white when I did the living room and the kitchen. And everything else is kind of hideous eggshell still. That's a project I need to do maybe finish this summer. I hate painting, though. Not fun.
Got a new bookshelf that I'm starting to populate.
Well, yeah, you showed us that shelf, so now you're finally putting stuff on it now. Cool.
Yeah, and then I got these I put the posters up.
Oh, nice. Yeah. See, you get still got wall space. I'm almost
Some.
definitely going for wall space.
Some. And then somewhere in here, I'll find a place to put my military stuff. Like I got what's called a shadow box. It's got badges and coins and medals and pretty much my whole 15 years summed up in a 18 by 12 box.
That's cool. Yeah, you gotta get that stuff on display. That shouldn't be hidden away.
Yeah.
One of my friends at work just ran into a horrible situation where another family member accidentally tossed his father's family, I don't know if you would say heirlooms, but all his military medals and what's the right word?
He can
All
get the
that
medals
great
back.
Oh yeah?
He has to go to the Government of Canada Awards and Decorations site, and there's a link on there that they can click on it, and for $15 per medal, they will replace the medal.
Really?
It won't have the original inscription on it, but because all medals are engraved with person's name, rank, and service number when they were issued. But you can still get them back.
Okay.
Well, now, if it was his grandfathers or great grandfathers from like World War II, those you can get replicas off of eBay, Kijiji, that kind of stuff. So they can get original era 1945, 44, 45 kind of thing.
Okay.
Because those war medals were produced in such a quantity that they didn't put anybody's name on them.
Right. Okay.
So all my grandfather's medals that I have here, his name isn't on them.
Right. Okay.
And generally the ribbon that goes with it, you can get that from any guy who does professional mounting and restoration of medals. They can source all that stuff.
Okay.
So, what did I pay? I paid like $45 to have all the ribbons replaced on my grandfather's and have them all professionally displayed and everything. Because there's a specific order in what medals are supposed to be worn, right?
Sure.
So, yeah.
Ooh, this is looking good. The quality, I mean, just look how shiny that is. I want these guys to just supply me with 100 different SKUs of these parts. I just want to build something out of this. This is great. Like, give it to me in gold, and I'll make C3PO or something. I mean,
right.
Beautiful.
Excuse me. So, what's it like? Is it fairly decent? Like, what's quality on the brick?
Oh, top notch. Probably when I'm done, I'm gonna have to say it's the best non-Lego clutch fit, quality. By any metric, it is beautiful.
And what's the quality of the plastic? Like when I hold
it feels amazing. It doesn't feel light. It doesn't feel too heavy. There's no sharp edges or burrs. It's just
because if I put a 2x4
I'd have to weigh it. I'd
Lego?
have to weigh it to be 100% certain, like to compare it 1-to-1 to Lego. But short of the lack of an imprint on the studs, this is beautiful.
Because if I hold a Lego in one hand and a like a Mega Bloks 2x4 brick in the other, and I can just tell by the feel.
Well, the formulation is absolutely different from Mega for sure. Compared to Lego, that I'll attest to myself. They don't even try.
Without seeing the top of the brick, can you tell the difference just by looking at it? That it's different than Lego.
I've never held so many chromed or silver pieces before, so this is just beautiful. I'd have to have.
But even like the red ones that you were working with.
There's not a lot of the red ones or the colored ones, but it's like, again, I would probably need a drug scale because I don't think I could accurately determine that in my hands. But it's something. It's really nice. Might be short, one piece. I hope not. Oh, there it
Be
is.
interesting to see if these people do other things like buildings or like.
See, I think they
some of the
have
other.
4 or 5 other sets under this name. I don't know though. I'm going to investigate pretty much as soon as I'm done because I want to do another one. Whatever these. Whoops. He will be back, I'm sure. But I definitely want to investigate more sets by these guys. And let's bring them back. And there we go. What happened there?
I was trying to go to another tab, and I clicked away to the wrong place. So
yeah, no, I'm super impressed with this stuff. Which way is that going to go? Like that? Okay. Interesting. Nope. That seems.
Oh yeah, they got a Sherlock Holmes.
Really?
Yeah, there's. Well, is that the same company? Because when you do a Google search for Pantasy,
yeah,
it brings you to BrickLink.com. Collections / Pantasy, which would be the brand. And there's like 43 of them.
Interesting.
And they've got a Sherlock Holmes apartment. It shows the one that you're building right now.
Okay.
A Christmas elk.
Really?
What the heck is this?
That's just something else.
There is. It's hard to tell. Incarnation Dust Area Cage. Incarnation. It looks like I don't know, some sort of building or futuristic movie set building thing. I don't know. Then there's some smaller stuff, like there's a potted cactus caricature thing.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. There's a bunch of different stuff here. Some kids stuff. There's a bouquet of flowers.
Yeah, actually, that I've seen, which isn't bad.
It's got a rose, a couple tulips, and a couple of sunflowers.
Right.
Trans
yellow. Gray rod. Yeah, Eileen was on the bus apparently while watching. Coming and going from somewhere. Eileen, a Mama Lego.
Oh, yeah. Did you see that? What was the store? Sharon's Bricks. She sold her store.
I did see that post.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I didn't read enough who bought it out.
There was a couple of people that were looking at buying it, but I don't remember exactly who it was. Let's go back and look. Let's see here.
That is so
Groups.
Silver cone.
And I don't know if it was on the Lego Stores Canada that she posted that.
I imagine she did it on the BrickLink page.
The BrickLink Lego Stores Canada that you had.
Yeah.
Your page.
Because that's where it would make the most sense.
Posts I've seen. Sharon.
Okay.
There's not much there.
Trans clear black. Trans clear stud. Trans clear tube.
Oh, Bricker King. That's who it was.
Bricker King. Can't say I'm familiar with that, but 750 Canadian stores.
Yeah.
Nice. Ooh, very good.
Bricker King. I'm gonna have to look him up.
Well, hopefully everyone's happy with that deal.
Yeah.
I mean, the last few times I've seen a store sell out to someone else, they've been upset because they felt something was misrepresented, either the quality or the quantity. But I think if you're going to commit so much money to a big purchase, you should be looking after your own affairs better. Because I know someone wanted to complain in the groups, like, I really don't want to hear about that. You're going to make such a big purchase. Why aren't you looking after yourself better?
He doesn't, I don't even see Bricker King on. Now, well, mind you, if you close your store, it won't list in the Brick State in the listings, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So if he's closed so that he can add the inventory to his, to get
which you would think would take a significant amount of time. So yeah.
Hey, at the beginning of the pandemic, I shut down for 5-6 months.
Oh wow!
Just to get a handle. Oh yeah, I was closed. I didn't want to deal with anything. I didn't want to go out to the. Yeah. So, and that was right around the same time that I was getting my chain yanked by Lego for deleting all my stuff for not listing it according to their wording.
Yeah, that was an interesting time.
Well, I mean, if you listed, say you had one of the collectible minifigures from a series, right? One of the series, and you listed it as comes with. Say it was the saxophone player, comes with saxophone and bass plate. They delete it and they say that needs to be listed as a set.
Yeah.
So then you got to list it as a set, but people don't look at them for sets and everything. So the way I figured it was you list it as comes with accessories.
Right.
And the base plate is included as the accessories, right?
Yeah. Which makes sense to me, but...
Right. So...
tell you, I wish I had imported about a dozen of these. I could have sold them immediately.
Bricker King has his own website.
Oh, so he's doing like Brad is doing.
Shop.brickerking.com. Yeah, and there was another one that I saw, Wild Rose. She's got her own website as well.
Okay.
And I don't know if she was on BrickLink or whatever, but yeah.
It seems like more and more are going that route. It makes sense. A lot of disenfranchised people with the whole BrickLink setup. That's their own doing.
Yeah. Well, and oh yeah, she posted in I think it was the Lego BST buy sell trade.
Yep.
Let's see if I can find that. I don't know. Is it worth it to go through the hassle of having to take pictures of absolutely everything and list all your stuff one item at a time in your own website to avoid paying the $20 a month?
Well, it's like to listen to Brad, like because just how much he's disenfranchised with the whole BrickLink setup. But no, you're. I think you've hit it right on the head. Like that is a lot of time to duplicate the work on your
for a hobby
page for what is a hobby.
Yeah,
right. It might be a primary source of income, like it is for him.
Right,
but still,
that's a different story.
That's still a lot of time.
Right. And I'm sitting there saying, okay, does the juice equate to the squeeze on saving on your fees? I mean, I pay anywhere from $8 to $17 a month, depending on the month, for fees to BrickLink. Now, for the amount of time it saves me and the hassle, not to mention I don't have to build a customer base.
Right.
Right. Brad's got to build a whole new customer base and try and divert the traffic of people that have been going to BrickLink since 2003 over to his site.
I mean,
which
I
is
do what I can to help them out.
Oh,
I know other people do,
yeah.
but still, it's it's a very small effort.
Yeah.
And to try and divert people, like you said, everyone knows BrickLink. No one knows separate pages.
BrickLink has features that a lot of these other places don't. I can search 1,000 stores across the world for that one obscure part I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Right? I can't do that at Jen or Brad's websites, right? Like, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, Jen's another one. Jen Kavanagh. She switched as well. Well, I think she's doing both, but for the most part, they're doing their website and building that out.
Yeah.
So, what happened with you and the new job? Did you get it?
So, not yet, but neither is anyone else. So, yeah. Well, here's one of the problems. Three key people picked up COVID. Haha.
Right.
Yeah. So not fun. I can't wait to go back to work Sunday and hear what's happening about that. When I left work Tuesday, because yesterday turned out to be, yesterday was Wednesday. Yeah, yesterday is my Easter Friday.
All right.
Just because Easter Friday falls on a non-work day for me, and they don't want to be out. That's fine. I enjoyed having the day off. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of environment I walk into, who's showing up, who has COVID, who doesn't. Oh, that lemon juice is strong. Well, I added just a bit too much lemon to this one. Not enough water, basically.
I just got an order from a guy in Peterborough.
Excuse me one sec.
Bagpiper.
Oh, I can hear you. Yeah.
Bagpiper computer programmer and the Rocker Girl. $50 in total.
Nice.
There's been times where I sell something and then I go and look at what the average is going for.
Yep.
And I find that mine sold for X, and the next highest one is going for like double that. I'm like, dope.
Oh yeah.
So
I think you'll frustrate yourself if you do that kind of checking. Like sometimes better off than not. No.
Or 6 months later, you see what you sold yours for, and it's like, oh man, if I had just waited,
like took it off for a while. And I know some people who they do look cancel orders if they think, you know what, I'll wait a couple of days and I'll relist it, and it's like, oh, that's dirty.
Okay, so get this. I bought a bunch of Dimension stuff, and in it was a used Gremlins Dimensions pack.
Oh, nice.
So I list it, and it sits there for a few months, and the guy buys it. And it's listed as a used set.
Okay.
The guy gets the set, and then he sends me a message. Where was it? Hang on. I want to get it right for what the guy said. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. So he sends me a message and he says, "Hi, could you do?" And he's in Yorkton. Sorry, Markham. He's in Markham. So he says, "Could you do something about this?" ? I understand this set is used. However, you did not mention anywhere that the minifigure was scratched or anything in your description. I hope you understand that minifigures are very important to collectors. And he sent a screenshot of the listing that says it was used. And then he sent me a screenshot of the minifigure. And it's not like the graphics were all scratched off or anything like that, right?
Right.
So I emailed him and I said, in my store terms, it clearly states, which I asked people to read.
Yes.
And I posted this throughout all the pages in the yellow banner. I said, The terms say the following about used sets and scratches. Quote, when a set is listed as a used condition set, there can be some marks and scratches to parts within the set. If you expected end quote, if you expected a mint minifigure, then you should have looked for a new set. The only thing I can do is have you send that set back at your expense. And once I have received it and confirmed all parts are present and damage-free, I will return to you the $35 you paid for the set. I will not cover the cost of shipping, return shipping, or refund any of the fees. Please let me know how you wish to proceed. So he says, okay, I will ship it to your Kingston address. I just said, yes, that's the correct address that you sent out, and I'm waiting for it to come back. I'm like, where do people, like, what's going on with collectors? Like, you bought something used, you figured you were going to get a good deal and get something that was new. Like, come on. You got to be a little realistic.
There are a lot of game players who they're so used to getting their way. Like if they call and complain, even a couple of my buddies, they're saying, oh, why didn't you complain to Amazon about the ding on that box I just got? No, because it's not really going to affect the true value of that box. I'm going to sit on it long enough until no one can get it. And anyone who's going to want that box set, the Tesla truck, they'll pay through the nose for it. And I'm confident of that because I've done this enough times to know. I'm not worried about it. A little ding, it'll be shelfware. But once no one can get this set easily, and that's the thing with Mega, it's a smaller market, and there's not enough people sitting on it, unlike Lego, where everyone buys everything. I know what I got my hands on. For a $350 set, I paid $275 before tax. Amazon first party's already bumped it to $400, and eBay is starting to move it at $5. I don't know if any have actually moved at that, but given the history of every large set that they do, same size set, I have no problem. It's in storage. I put it in there today. It's going to sit there for a couple of years, and I'll double and triple my money.
Yeah. Well, this guy, he's got 15. His user review is 15 in total. He's only got five feedback for this year.
Oh, okay.
So he doesn't buy and sell a lot of stuff.
No.
Or he doesn't even sell. He doesn't buy a whole lot off of BrickLink. So 4 in the last month, 5 this year. And the other 10 are from previous years, like going back. He had nothing from August of 21 till February of 2022.
Well, he's agreed to the process that you laid out now. So, I mean, it seems like he's not a problem, just someone with some delusions on what to expect.
Well, I had a guy, he bought a Thor figure from me. And he sent me a message and he said, there's a problem with this figure, blah, blah, blah. And he says, two of the 4 figures that I bought, one has a nick in the face and the other has got a tear in the cape and is unraveling. And I'm like, what? So the guy sends me pictures, and there's the tiniest little frayed thread that's coming off the cape that goes under the neck, like after you put the head on.
Right.
So you wouldn't see it when he's wearing the cape. And it was a Thor with the soft fabric cape.
Okay.
And the guy's got it zoomed in like it's a magnifying glass, like a microscope. And he said, and there's scratches on the side under the arm.
Yeah, I think you told me about this.
When the arm moves and it rubs on the side of the torso and you get those swirls. Yeah. I'm like, I get really frustrated at users or buyers who, when they're buying stuff, they use like they'll go down to like the absolute 10 times magnification.
Yeah.
Right. And of course you're going to find flaws in it.
I can find flaws pulling Lego right by any of these bricks right out of the package.
Right. Because
micro abrasions from the, I think these are, I want to say like a 3H in hardness or something.
Yeah.
And I'm looking, these are not bad looking pieces, but I can see the odd micro abrasion here. And it's not horrible, but they're there.
Yeah. Like even if it was from the Build-A-Figure wall at or bin at Lego at the
Oh
store,
yeah.
you could
No,
walk in there,
if you
pull
look
out
at that
something.
stuff, yeah, you look at that stuff, and you'll definitely see the micro abrasions for sure.
Right. And it's like, okay, well. So all I did to the guy, I'm like, send it back, and I'll give you a refund. So.
Okay.
And then I turn around, like one of them, yeah, the chin, like right on the very bottom. Actually, hang on a second. I've actually got the part right here. So the minifigure head that had an issue. See if I can get it close enough for you.
All right. Yep. Here, I'll even.
Okay.
A little slow, but there we go. Yep. Not picking up the abrasion though.
Right. It's supposed to be a chip. So if I use my phone.
One, two, three, four. I just can't imagine looking that closely at anything. And then being held to that standard. It'll get to a point where everyone's going to have the most ridiculous things written in their store terms.
Let's see if I can bring that up on my phone now. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so
let me bring this up. And okay.
It's glare on my phone.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely going to be one of those cases of where now everyone's going to have to say,
There, can you see that right on the neck?
Oh yeah, no, that was clear when I first took a peek at your screenshot.
Right. So, yeah. But I mean, when you're looking at it, when you're looking at the thing, you can barely tell, right? You have to get in there with a magnifying glass in order to be able to see it. And it's like, okay, well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a fair standard.
So, and I know that Lego says that figures should be like to be
fresh pulls. They should be fresh pulls.
Freshly pulled. Okay, so if I buy something from somebody who says, "Yeah, I took it directly from here and took it up to there," right?
I think by the strictest Lego standard, that would not be your fresh pull. That would be used in their eyes. Yeah, because you didn't pull it from a bag, someone else did.
Right.
Which again is a really tough standard.
Yeah.
I mean, we already deal with the honor system with most of this, but I mean that just makes it so much harder.
There have been times where I've had a new figure. I've scrutinized it and looked at it, and yeah, it's new, right? Stripped straight out of a set, and then I get the same figure and it's used, and I tag them. They go into the bin, and then when I pull the figure, I pull the used one out accidentally, and I send that off.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "Hey, this isn't new," and I'm like, "Oh, crap!" And I go back, and yeah, sure enough.
And you eat it, and shit happens.
Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? Send it back to me, and I will send you this one. And he's like, "Well, do I pay postage?" I'm like, "No, just put it back in the freaking envelope and return to sender."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what most
Hey,
people don't
back
do.
in the day, back in the days, me and my buddies, we abused that, with in the
Just return to sender.
well, yeah, in the tick trading days. So what we would do is, I'd ship whatever, and I can't remember what it was costing me, $3, $4, whatever it was. And actually, I usually undershipped it postage wise, and I still found
Yeah.
Canada Post would get it from point A to point B. So my buddy would
Right.
get it, very carefully open it, and then he would put another tape in and send it back, return to sender. We would do that a number of times before they'd clue into it. Usually, it only worked 2 or 3 times because once they stamped the stamp, you don't usually
Yeah.
don't get too many cracks at it. But yeah, we got away with murder for a long time. Return to sender was our friend.
Yeah. So, what's your plans for the weekend? Just building this thing?
Well, I'll be done in ideally less than an hour. So I do want to get back on the road. I gotta get back up north of where was that? Langstaff. Public storage up there. Yeah, that's where I have some public storage, and my mom has some storage. A lot of different facilities are up there now because you know how it is. They pick up unused warehousing, and they'll sit on the property for 3 to 5 years until something better comes along, and then they give you 3 months notice saying, "Hey, you got to get yourself out of storage, your stuff out, because we're going to do whatever with it."
Are you off on the 24th?
If that's a Sunday, no.
Yeah.
Until I learn about whatever's happening with me job wise. Right now, I'm working.
Cough, cough. I'm sick.
Cough, cough. Oh no. That's one thing. Like, if something legit happens, that's fine. But my bosses know, like, yeah, I'm extremely reliable.
Right.
Because I'm that person. Like, if I don't feel good, or if I got a headache, or what, domestic problems here, and my neighbors have kept me up because of police issues. My boss knows. If I'm not going in, there's a really good reason. They know I won't bullshit them, because I also kill myself to get in, like blizzards and stuff. That stuff never keeps me away. When everyone else uses that as a free day off, and so they know I'm pretty good about always showing. It's got to be a dream for me not to.
Yeah.
And I am trying to impress right now, so I don't want to, because no matter what, if it's not the one job, there's other opportunities coming up with them. And it's like, yeah.
Well, hopefully you get the new.
Yeah, I want the first crack, because then I don't have to travel. All the other opportunities are more travel, which
right.
No one's going.
But it would be nice to be able to get you down to the toy show.
Oh, I know. Trust me, it really sucks. I didn't clue in January, when I switched schedules. And it's not like I had a choice. It's what it was. We were all having to choose to either work Wednesday to Saturday or Sunday to Wednesday. And it's like,
I still haven't.
It still meant I'm missing a day on the weekend. I figured it really didn't matter. And I didn't clue in that when shows would start up again, how much that would affect me. Virtually every toy show I want to go to, except for like one. This year. It's like TFCon is like the only one in my head I know I'll be able to attend because I can go on a Saturday.
There is one coming up that Mike asked me if I was going to go with him on. I just got to bring up the my phone's rebooting, so I got to look at it here on my computer.
7.
It is on June 26th in Toronto, and it's a Star Wars only show.
Star Wars only? Huh.
Yeah.
Which could be interesting. I don't know if that... I mean, I love Star Wars. I just don't know. I've never attended just a Star Wars only.
But it's everything from...
Sure. I get it. Toys, Lego, figures, whatever. Cosplay. Yeah.
Star Wars
TFCon I go to just because I got 2 buddies, and no matter, while it's probably the most expensive show I go to every year, and it is, so like, it was ridiculous. I think it was $25 last time, something stupid like that. Enough of us like to go to it, and I never buy anything there. I just like going. I just really like going. The nostalgia.
Apparently, they're going to have an actor, Dickie Beer.
That's the voice of... Oh man, I knew this too.
Boba Fett. He was
Okay.
Boba Fett. He was Boba Fett. He portrayed Boba Fett in all the action scenes for Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
And he was a stormtrooper, Sergeant Junkin, Barada, biker scout, and a Gamorrean guard.
I'm when it
It's
comes
at the
to
Hilton in Mississauga on Sunday the 26th.
yeah, they do a lot of shows actually each year at that Hilton.
Yeah.
I want to say, wasn't that the old BrickFet location?
I don't even know where the Mississauga Hilton is.
I want to say like Kennedy, but I could be wrong.
I'm not sure. I know that I haven't heard anything from Toy Force at all yet. So I don't know if they're planning on starting up again or what, or if they've moved on to other ventures because they were out of the collectible show world for so long. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how interested I am in a Star Wars only. Depending on the price, do you know how much it is? Again, the day is the problem for me currently.
Tickets. $20 general. Oh no, hang on. General admission, early admission for 10 a.m. entry is $20. General admission after 12 p.m. is $10 to get in. Kids 5 to 12 are $5.
Yeah.
So it's $10 to get in.
Like the last few shows I did go to last year, like I would go at 11 or 12 o'clock and save a couple bucks, and I never regretted it. It's not like, I sit there like, I'm going to lose out on the good items. You know what? I still come out of it pretty good.
Right. And Mike and I are talking about sharing a space. So because he's got lots of Star Wars action figures.
Right.
And stuff like that, and toys, Star Wars toys. So I would handle, and he knows all that stuff. I would handle, and we would mark what's my Star Wars stuff, what's his Star Wars stuff, right? Just put a little tag on it. So I would do all the Lego Star Wars stuff, and he would do all of the other Star Wars stuff. Okay. And then we just go from there, and we record everything that's sold. Everything that I sell for Lego, record what was sold, how much it was sold for, whose it was. And away you go.
Nice.
And then you just divvy the money up after.
Yeah, as long as everyone's honest. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So, but I've been looking at, my wife and I were talking about whether or not I'm going to fly home for my grandmother's funeral in July.
Oh, sorry.
And she passed like a month ago. It's been like 4 weeks.
So she's in storage?
No, they cremated her.
Oh, okay. So a formal ceremony is what you're going for. Okay.
My grandmother ran. So
I got to go down to New Orleans, and they're just waiting for weather or whatever.
Well, in my hometown where my grandmother lives, there was 2 high schools when I grew up, and they recently built a second one about not recently. Would have been after I was an adult and everything. But so there's 3 main high schools, and my grandmother, the oldest high school in town, my grandmother would ran the concession at the hockey arena that was next door to it, and she would open up every lunchtime. So every single kid for almost 20 years that went to that school knew who my grandmother was, because my grandmother was running that concession there for the kids, doing hot dogs and hamburgers and French fries and all this stuff at the concession. So everybody knew her as Grandma Jean. Everybody. Okay. That's what they called her, Grandma Jean. So they're going to do the memorial service, and they're going to do it once the ice surface comes out. They're doing it at the arena, and that arena can hold like 5,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
I went to a funeral,
which is pretty funny.
5 years ago in Ajax, and I can't remember which home it was, but we took up, this was for a former boss of mine. Everyone loved this guy, and clearly so did the town. They must have had 2,000 people there. We filled out the whole area. they gave us another room that basically was closed circuit TV, and then the tent outside. I've never been to such an event before. It was incredible.
Yeah. My grandfather passed away in 2005, and he was he started Babe Ruth baseball in our hometown back in the early 80s.
Okay.
And then he was really well known because he built houses and everything, and then he was the president of the Legion for many years and all this. So when he passed away and we had his service in 2005, there must have been 1,500 people that came through the Legion.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, like massive. But I mean, you're talking about a community where back then everybody knew everybody, kind of thing, right? My hometown is only 10,000 people, so the whole valley is only 65,000 people, and that's the regional district and 2 other towns along with Courtney. So yeah, it's not a huge place. I come from Hicksville.
Yeah,
it'd be the equivalent of living in Peterborough, I think.
Yeah.
So
thinking of buying a house up there.
Oh yeah.
Thinking of it. Yeah. Well, it's I
house?
mean, not that it's not stupid money there, but it's stupid money here in Toronto. So it's like
everywhere. It's stupid money everywhere.
Yeah.
My next door neighbor, her and her husband are downsizing. I think he fell and hurt his hip, and there's a fair number of stairs in their house. So I think they're downsizing to some place that doesn't have stairs.
Yeah.
Anyway, she came over the other day and she said, "Yeah, just to let you know, we're downsizing. I think we're going to be leaving at the beginning of May, maybe the end of May. We're not sure yet." So a friend of mine who's a realtor here in town that I know actually was he was the listing agent for when they bought the house, and now he's the listing agent for when they sold it.
Nice.
And his tactic is he puts it on the market for a week.
Okay.
And then they entertain offers for 24 hours, and that's it.
Yeah.
That house sold for $115,000 over asking price.
Oh.
And it was only taking offers for 24 hours.
24 hours. That is insane.
Yep.
Well, if I ever get in a position to sell, I got to get that guy's name.
I told my wife, maybe we should look at selling, take our money, stuff it in the, like I said, if we sell this place for 600 grand, you take 300 and buy yourself a little 2-bedroom condo somewhere and you live in that.
Yeah.
And you pay your mortgage and everything. And then you turn around, and when the bubble pops and everything comes back down, you use your profits that are locked away in a tax shelter to turn around and buy yourself something and pay off your mortgage. So you sell the condo and pay the mortgage off, and then you use the profits to buy another house. That, like, yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
And she's like, "Yeah, but what if you sell and the bubble pops the next day?" I'm like, "Perfect, then you don't have to worry about it."
Yeah.
Because I think the bubble will pop.
It's got to pop.
Just don't know if it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to make a big enough bang. But I'm wondering if, when it does pop, if you're going to see the same thing that happened in the States in 2008, where people can't afford. Right? Like,
I hope not. I don't want to see people losing homes.
Well, yeah, and that I'm afraid that might happen, right? So.
Hey, Crayoland. We are almost done. We're more than 90% here. That's for sure. That's all these silly little things to make the stand, and then there's a nameplate, I think, as well. I gotta do. Hopefully, yeah. There's no stickers. It's all printed anyway. Come on, get in there.
I got to go back to get some work done. So
yeah, thanks for hanging.
Yeah.
Catch up later. I'm not doing new bricks this week. I don't see enough coming in to be worth it, but I'll be building again this weekend for sure.
Cool.
All right, catch you later.
We'll talk to you later. Yeah, bye.
Peace. Oh, Hoarder 60. Oh, Will Hart. Will, you changing your name on me? By the way, do I look that different to you? Yeah, I've been good, man. Dropping lots of weight, sucking it in right now a little. What am I down here? 47.4 pounds since the new year. Let's see, can I make that show up? There we go. It's not going to be sharp, but yeah. From 250 down to 203, like yesterday. Or is that this morning? I think that was yesterday. I don't weigh every day. There's no point. But went to storage today, pulled the bikes out. Getting serious now. I mean, I already hit my primary goal without getting on the bike. So, I mean, it should be all gravy as long as I'm not in a lot of pain on the bike. That's going to be the tricky part. Seeing if I can be relatively pain-free. Is this going to be a silver one? Yeah, it is going to be silver. Okay. So if I've done this right. Oh, it's weird not having a voice in my ear. Congratulations, Rick. Yeah, and I actually made a post today on most of my socials. You know, I'm the king of procrastination, and it's not just the exercise or food. It's like even stuff I want to do with the toys and the bricks. Like I'm just dreadful. Always procrastinating. Okay, that's looking cool. That's going to be a stand that's going to hold up Astro Boy, if I've done this right. Okay, clearly I'm not following instructions. Where did I miss this? That must go there. Must be an entire page I didn't do. Or did they skip it? Wouldn't be the first time. Oh no, I completely missed that. A lot of ones. Good. So there's not much left here. Crayon Land Bricks. Gotta get back. Tried to run a few days ago. See, I would like to see if I could jog. I haven't jogged in forever, and I'm just worried that between being out of shape and not having good wind, I mean, I know my cardio is going to be dreadful. Can my heels take it? I really haven't jogged in forever, but you know what? Jogging isn't an important part of anything I want to do anyway. It's the bike riding. It's trying to do something that I did almost a decade ago. Bag 11, guys. We're finishing this up. That's it. No more bags in there. Bag 11s. There's the big part of the stand. Hail. Yeah, we run fast in Canada, between the rain and the snow. Today it was just rain. But if you go out like to the prairies, like they got blizzards going on. I gambled today by pulling out my bikes that I'm not going to have major snowfall or a major freeze-thaw cycle again. Okay, there's another nice printed piece. I can't read it. This is not my native language, so I'm sure no one will expect me to read it. And that's going to be it for the cutting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a 2x10. Okay. This kind of sucks because now we're getting to a point where some of the stuff is a little big for the camera angles I like to provide. But let's see. Very nice. 2 halves. Let's see. That's 1, 2. But yeah, I dropped all that weight. Doing very light resistance training. Eating only twice a day, 16/8 intermittent fasting. Getting all my calories in. So I'm not calorie restrictive yet. I'm getting there though, because I'm starting to plateau and I still have other goals to achieve. And my body's starting to say, you know what, you've done pretty good, but we're pretty much going to stop you from using this technique to go any further, which is, hey, great. I lost 15-ish pounds with very little exercise, other than the very light walking I do 3 times a week. Which, by the way, is actually a really important part of what I've done, because if I were to do HIIT or anything else more aggressive than just casual walking, you trigger cortisol levels that can be pretty high, and there's drawbacks to that. So I've been very strategic in what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. But yeah, life's good right now. I can't complain. Is that going across there? It is going across there. It's 80 some degrees Fahrenheit here. Oh wow. I'm only warm because I got all these lights on me right now. If I turn off the lights, it's still plenty cool here. It was 12 degrees Celsius here in Toronto today when I was out earlier. So yeah, Will, you drop by at a good time, because we're going to finish this in the next 20 minutes, 10 minutes probably. You can already see he's looking pretty cool. I almost wish it was a full Astro Boy, but I gotta admit, it's kind of cool to see that half skeleton. Let's see, step, where are we at? 372 out of 395. So yeah, we're almost done. We're definitely short timers now. And 2 of those. Have you guys ever hidden anything in your Lego or other brick builds? Like when I see big gaps like this, I've hid stuff and I forget sometimes. Keys, money, stuff I don't want wifey necessarily to see. I had a ring in one set for 8 months, just because I knew I couldn't hide it anywhere else where she wouldn't see. So yeah, I did that. Back when, I guess you would say, I was more romantic than I am now. Let's see, 6, 4, I need a quarter. I need a quarter in black. I do. I need a quarter circle in black. I need some, how many 3s? I need 2 of the 1x3s. And a quarter, small quarter 1x1. Oh, come on, please tell me I still have something. There we go. So far, no missing parts. 10 degrees Celsius, Vancouver. Yeah, well, that's not bad. They should have a Terminator. Someone else made a beautiful Terminator bust, shoulders and skull. I want to say 100 to 150 Canadian. So you can imagine what that was US. And one of the problems is, like, is it a ripoff? And even if it isn't a ripoff, will you get it? Because there's always a level of sketchiness with some of these guys I deal with. I've never been blatantly ripped off. I've been pretty fortunate. There's definitely been some disappointments. An 8 long. Okay, that's a 6. There's an 8. I need 2 6s. 9 1x2 plates, really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Counting with all bricks count, folks. Big quarter circle. I need one more of those. Yep, there we go. Sixes. 6, very nice. 8 across the front. I should give it a good wipe down after, just so it's not all fingerprints, but I'm not overly concerned about it. Interesting technique for detail. Like, why would you show any studs if you can help it? I saw the Terminator bus before. It looks great. Yeah, it probably made all the typical rounds, right? Yeah. And I thought about some of them. The big problem is it doesn't matter how good they look. There's, a lot of the stuff I buy, I like to try stuff out, but I also want there to be some value. Like, I can't really flip most of these, although this is a set I wish I'd imported a bucket load of them. Everyone's been crazy interested in it. And I may have to reconsider how I do some of these Chinese sets. Like, maybe that'll be the plan. I'll build one, import it, and sit on 5 or 10 of these. It would have to be local. There's no way I'm going to ship them around. Just because everyone's been madly interested in this. Is that going like that? It is going like that. Okay. 6 and 6. There we go. 6 and another 6. And dead center, these trans red. Guess it's where the feet are going to go. 2x2. Some more 6s. And then these pieces again. There we go. Hopefully those feet stud in. That's 375, so we're definitely closing in. Are these studs both ways? I guess they are studs both ways. That's one. Must be another. Yep, 1, 2. Yeah, I'm really starting to consider the need for having a producer, someone who could do the switching for me. What are we doing here? 76, 77. This is a whole. Okay, it's a whole assembly here. Greens. 2 of each. I tell you, if the Terminator was done with these same parts from the same manufacturer, like, I would be all over that, because they look great. The clutch has been awesome. Let's see, where are we at here on this? 2x2. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a couple more of the 1x2s. I hope I got some left. 2 more left. Good. 1 tile. Come on, 1 tile. Yep. In black, and then 1 grill. I gotta make sure. Turn it up so my mama, there she calls. Take it easy, Crayon Bricks. Crayon Land Bricks, sorry. Hey, you have a good weekend too. Happy Easter for those that celebrate. Are these going on top? They are going on top. Now see that I don't mind. Take two 1x2s and put them on a 2x2. Like, that's not outrageous. Because then you could always use the separator and get them off pretty easily. And one like that, and then one, I didn't grab this earlier, but one grill. Two of these 2x2 jumpers. Yellow, I don't know what you call these pieces. So, is that going on there? That's going on. Did I get that? I got that upside down. Haha. Nice. Down. Jumper. Jumper. Okay. That's very nice. I know light doesn't do it justice there. Black quarter round, 1x3 and a 1x6. So 1x3, quarter round, 1x6. Not sure why we left it so late. One by two with two studs. Sorry, 1x4 with two studs. 1x4 tile. Two jumpers. Two 1x2 jumpers and four single tiles. Let's see, 1, 2. I'm hoping I got 3. One more, 4. I'm really surprised I haven't had to supplement with Lego yet. Is that you know, that happens a fair bit on these Chinese builds. You know, I need something to finish, or I need to correct a problem. I mean, that happens a lot, where I have to become a problem solver. Nice. Okay, pretty easy. Okay, I want to say they are blues. 2 tiles in the dark blue, and 2 of those plates with a bar sticking up. I'm not sure if these are just stoppers for the feet. Tell you though, clutch, if you guys are worried, amazing. 8 of these blue quarter rounds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Apparently I can't count. And 4 of the 1x4s. So if I've done this right, I should be able to just put all these in like this. Not sure why we're doing blue contrasting with the black, but I'm not complaining. It looks pretty sharp. Less than 5 minutes to the end. As soon as I brought those bikes home, like, I was scheming today, how am I going to ride the bike? And it's like miserable. It's drizzling rain. It's 10ish to 12 degrees now. It's cooling off. Just the time I've been home, it's been cooling off. One hinge base. Where's the hinge base? There's the hinge base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 6. There we go. 6 of these slopes. Okay, so clearly these are going to hold in. These are going to hold the feet in place some way. Okay, very nice, very nice. Making lunch. Oh, nice. So I know some people wonder. When I got in, my breakfast / lunch, 1 can of, I guess you would say it's ham. And I say ham because I don't know if that's truly what it is, but ham, can of sardines of some sort, in tomato sauce. I toss in, let's see, let you know in 20 minutes. My daughter just wondering if I could pick her up. Again, it's all contingent on what my mommy wants because I'm a good son. I think everyone wants me to be the chauffeur today. Let's see. We only got about 7 steps left. I mean, we are so close to being done-dones. One of those, one of those, one of those. So what are you eating? What are you making there, Will? I'm hoping tonight I get pizza or spaghetti. Actually, a really nice spaghetti or lasagna. I'm not restrictive in any way, just the time, what time I eat. Like tonight, like it's 2:07 my time, 6 o'clock, 7 at the very latest. I want to be done with dinner. Because if I'm up 4 more hours and then I sleep 8 and then 4-ish hours tomorrow, that's 16 hours of fast. Super good for me. Because that's been my secret. Not crazy exercise, not crazy cardio, not crazy restrictions, just the time. Only 2 meals. Only 2. That's it. No starvation. No real cravings. We are almost done, folks. I'm not trying to race. It's just I see the finish line. Okay, I need, let's see, those 2 tubes. Been needing those for a while. So 2 tubes, 2 Technic pins, 2 black Technic pins, and 2 of those. Nice. So which is which? We're doing black ones here. One of those. So yeah, you guys are in for a treat. You're going to see the end. Now, hopefully I don't have to do any major surgery on this. I mean, the last time I had tubes and stuff, I had to get super creative. I mean, which isn't a horrible thing, but yeah, see here. Can this get in without surgery? Going. See, I don't know if it'll work without some surgery. Ah, man. The final steps, you know? It's like, come on. Okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. It might need a little bit of surgery. Let's see. I'm going to try that straight up. And then let's see. Just killing my hands though. I don't know if these tubes are knockoffs of Legos, but man, they're a pain. Let's see. Okay, that one went in a lot better. It even looks better. That one might need a little post-surgery later. Let's see. This is the taller one. This is the shorter one. I think I know what they're going to have me do. I dread this. Let's see. Long one, short one. Oh, okay. It's totally not what I expected. So that's going in like that. Long one way over there. Okay, that should be fine. So I won't have to do any surgery because no one's going to see what I did to get this far. Look at that, guys. Last two parts. And I don't know what language this is. There's that. And okay, so this should stud in ever so slightly into, oh, look at that. One hole in the back of Astro Boy. Now, this is what I was worried about. What is it going to take? Nice. Really? Oh, wow. With just a little bit of posability. Not a lot or anything, but... Okay, so you guys, let's see if we can make that a little bit better. What do you think? I'm pretty sure I got studded in right too. The feet right now are studded in. That's 100%, guys. Not a lot. Some very basic 1 by whatever's left over. Nothing we wouldn't expect, say, from a Lego set. Wow. That. There's your side view. By the way, this thing looks great from all angles. If I put that on my rotating dish, like that would look fine. I almost wish I had one that was like a full body and not this half skeleton. But it probably wouldn't be as interesting either, right? So there it is there. Pantasy, Pantasy, 86203 Astro Boy. As far as I know, it's an official licensed product. Looks great. 2 or 3 different box versions. The better one has a better box and I think the light kit for the eyes and the heart and stuff. But dude, I mean, come on. Lego, Mega, Chinese brick. I mean, that thing just looks great. I don't think anyone would care what name that was when you get to build something like that. You should have him hold up a brick built burger like the fast food. It wouldn't be too hard. I tell you though. And his hand looks great. Not a lot of posability because of these 2 wheels here, but just enough to be interesting. Just enough to be interesting. How's that? Holding up their brick separator. Pretty cool though. I'm happy. Took me 4 sessions. I don't know, 4.5, between 4 and 6 hours. But I'm a slow guy and I'm always talking. But That, we don't need that there anymore. Yeah, I'm liking that a lot. That's definitely one to go in the display case. I mean, one of the longest standing built things I've built that isn't Lego or Mega is probably the Gundam, which is, you know, double this guy's height, 28 inches. This guy's like 12 to 14. It's going in that cabinet and it's probably going to stay built. That's a beautiful looking set and a good example of what I like to do with all bricks count, where it's not just Lego. I mean, yeah. Other than BD1, I mean, it's been mostly Lego lately. I mean, those silver parts all look great. It doesn't look cheap. And that's one thing I hate about a lot of chrome in bricks and even Lego. Lego and especially Mega Constructs, their pearlized colors, I think, look like trash. They look cheap. These don't look cheap. I mean, this looks better than I used to spray paint some of my parts, you know, for some of my mocks. And I could never make it look really good. It always looked like I painted it and sprayed it. These just look great. That red is deep and rich. All the skin, what I call flesh tone, they're all consistent. Unlike, remember the white from the BD1 build where there's 4 different whites and one of them that had a slight cream look to it just didn't look great. That was a very poor example of what Chinese builds can be like. This is definitely high end. Clutch is amazing. The weight, the textures, it feels like Lego. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. If only that would stand on its own. It won't stay standing though. Boom, boom. And that's what's left of the box. Nice little barcode there. Pantasy, some sort of official license set. This got, of course, as you can see, crushed in shipping because this was in a gray pack, but I'm a builder ultimately. I did want the box, which is why I made sure I ordered the box this time because I knew even crushed it would show well. 80 to 120 Canadian, so I don't know, ballpark 100 US maybe. AliExpress, Alibaba, Taobao. You could find it straight from Pantasy, but you'll pay too much if you order straight from them. But if you want the one with the light kit, that might be the best and safest way to go because you get the box version for sure if you get it from them. Anyone else you order from, half them are not going to ship you the box just because it's cheaper to get it from Asia in a gray pack with no box. All numbered bags. Manual was really nice, clean. Its papers were tissue paper thin though, but very clean. Beautiful manual. Glad I had a printed manual. Other than these printed parts, everything here could be done in Lego, 100%. Don't ask me for the instructions. I am not going to scan and copy or take pictures of this many pages. Like, that's crazy. You know, 160 pages, give or take. By the way, we all love Astro Boy, right? I would still love to build a full figure. But a full figure, as cool as it would have been, would not be as cool as seeing this guy with the chrome, the silver chrome. All right, everyone. I'm not going to put, you know what? I always put it on a spinner, don't I? Let's put it on a spinner. I can take a few minutes, put it on a spinner. Let's see. Where is it? I'll have to adjust the camera, but that's okay. Won't be against the white background, though. Ooh, very nice. Okay. Now, of course, I have to adjust that camera. So, whoa, let's bring that back. If I move, earthquake time, there we go. Should I zoom that in? Maybe. Wrong camera. Wrong. It looks so good. Well, I can't adjust him much. His hairline, I forget. That hairline's pretty. I don't think I'm going to win on this adjustment here. Okay, that's as good as it gets. All right, everyone, make sure you hit that like button. Richard Martin, for all bricks count. Probably my most enjoyable non-Lego, non-Mega Constructs build. Like, maybe ever. Maybe ever. This was a very nice build. So yeah, I appreciate all the likes and subscribes, everything you guys can do. Let's take that out. Don't need him holding that silly brick separator. I got to do something with that bat wing. That's got to go somewhere. It's just taking up too much space, and I haven't hung it up yet. And look at all that plastic waste, eh? That's horrible. But yeah, pretty cool. Oh, there we go. And we'll end the recording. I'll let that spin around one more time for you guys. And I tell you, if you want a recommendation, do it. Pull the trigger. If this is going to be your first Chinese set, you can't go wrong. Every part was there. All the appropriate amount of extras. Beautiful build. Very stable. Looks great. I don't know what else a manual, which half the Chinese sets will not come with these days. You'll have to get a PDF. I downloaded a PDF for a set that's probably a week away from landing in Canada, which was a pain in the butt for me, but I did it. So, yeah, click like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff for me, and I'll continue to bring you this Lego and non-Lego content, guys. Yeah, let's leave that there. And Shazam. There we go. Astro Boy. I wish I had the music. All right, guys. Have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Peace.